Hi there, CJ Miller, and this is a me talking about a shopping tip. So this is a sweater, and I just bought it today, brand new, and I think it's great. I think it's a lovely sweater. I liked it from the moment I saw it. I did a little bit of hunting around. We really only went to one clothing store today, though. Walmart doesn't count. They just have everything. This we went to Old Navy, and yeah, number one, I buy uh, pretty much everything that I buy brand new, I buy off season. Uh, you know, designers, when they're designing clothes, they design for the fall in the summer. And, they design like for a whole season ahead anyway. So, and then, yeah. So I buy off season. But, uh, number two, I buy everything off a clearance rack if I can. And the reason why is because you get these wonderful discounts on this beautiful sweater, by the way. Uh, I don't know. This probably, if I were that store, any store, this was Old Navy, I would have taken this sweater and I would have taken it off the rack and I would have put it in the back of the store and I would have waited until it was time to sell fall clothing and I would have sold it at its regular price. This is just like it's a $50 sweater that I got for $8.97. Oh, wait. Tip number three. I signed up for the rewards program, and yeah, I've, I do that. I don't mind. They're like, oh my God, they're just going to sell your information and this and that and everything. No, 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 no. There's always that risk, but I don't keep anything of risk online that's going to, I'm not worried about it. And if they did steal my identity, good luck, because there's no real money. About the most you'll be able to do is scam me for enough money to buy a sweater off of a clearance rack in the back of a store, however pretty sweater that sweater may be or whatever. So, yeah. But yeah. So basically this was on sale, clearance rack, and it was even less than this, when they added I think it was $1. They let me have another dollar off of that, and then they always send bonuses and coupons and stuff like that. When you sign those rewards, they send you the stuff. So, it's not like you have to go out and buy an entire new wardrobe every time you're out. Just pick up something if you love it once in a while. I used to be, when I was younger and had, a lot more fluidity with my finances, I would go out and buy, outfits, just crazy outfits. And then I would get around to really not knowing how to, really do proper laundry and everything like that. And we had this one housekeeper from Freeport, Jamaica, and she would do the laundry, but she would do like all the, she wouldn't sort it or anything like that. And I was like, it's like, okay, that's all fine for like old, clothes that, you've had for a while and everything. But when you new clothes, you can keep them longer and in a better condition. Say for sweaters, you wash in cold water and delicate on a tumble dry, and, be really, really gentle with stuff like this, and they'll last a lot longer. But yeah, anyway, never could get her to do that part of it. Oh, she was great. She took care of the same lady that I took care of at night. She took care of the lady in the day, and then of course I was treated as a member of the household also, not just an overnight employee, because essentially I was, I lived there, but, and so I was like, this was way back in my 20s. And so, Yeah. Marion. Yeah, she was great. And then everything that she cooked was, like, it didn't really matter. It was like this curry sauce with potato and then whatever kind of meat it was. But it was all the same recipe, the whole, like, just one recipe. And the only thing that changed was the meat that she would put in it. And it was like, oh my God. But, yeah, that's fine. She was always like burning these weird things too around the house, like herbs. One time I got sick. I had a really, really horrible cold or flu. It was burgeoning on a flu. I was really, really sick. It was a man cold. When I get sick, I'm like, whoa. Anyway, she came in with this lemon honey concoction that had, like, I don't know, like the most horrific texture sliding down my throat when I drank it. But I was like, oh, whatever, I'll just drink, because she was new. She'd only been around for a few weeks by that time, so she was relatively new. I drank it. I can guarantee you this, beyond a shadow of doubt. I've since found several homemade elixirs like this. All I can tell you is that the very next day, I was cured, whatever that was. Uh, it wasn't, I'm feeling a little better. I mean, I was entirely, totally cured. So she had something. She had something going on. Yeah, that was kind of cool. Anyway, um, I don't know how I got on that topic. Oh yeah, talking about taking care of laundry. I used to just go out and buy bunches of stuff at the same time, and then because I couldn't really get the laundry taken care of and everything, uh, and sometimes, and I was a busy schedule because I had a pretty active social life. I was in my 20s, right, and then I also took care of the lady at night, and I was in school during the daytime, and then I was doing sometimes. A side gig, or something like that or whatever. So, I mean, I just never really had time for laundry. So my MO was to wear clothes and then, like, uh, I don't know, do like a lot of shopping. And then take the clothes after a while that didn't, if they could get clean, fine. But if not, then what I would do is I would just end up, like, giving those clothes away to other people or whatever. Because I was such a, I don't know, jerk for a while there, about stuff like that. I don't know. Today I saw this sweater. I love the raised pattern within the weaving of this. I mean, I love that. Uh, it just caught my eye, and I'm like, I don't know. Screw it. I like it. And it was definitely cheap enough. I was going to buy a pair of pants too, off the clearance rack, but they were, I do have this one other thing. It's the fourth tip. If you just absolutely don't love something, if you just don't love it, don't buy it. If it's not love, it's not worth wasting your time or money on. Okay. Uh, Come see us in Shreveport, Bossier. Uh, yeah. Uh, I'm going to be Saturday morning checking out the farmer's market. And yeah, Uh, yeah. I was there last Saturday, and they didn't have a performer that had a DJ, which was fine. It was different, but I feel like anybody can spin records. I really want to. Oh, I just pissed off like every DJ in the world is going to come after me now. um, anyway, um, um, I love the weeks where they have like the live performers. That's really great. Okay, that's just my preference, whatever. But I think diversity is a good thing. So, yeah, that's my thing. Okay, buy off season. Uh, Look for things on the clearance rack. Uh, Go ahead and sign up for the rewards if it's a reputable store and everything. And if you want to know if they're going to share your information, and they'll let you know that, and you can ask them too. But what it is they're not sharing your information with the whole world or anything like that. They're almost always sharing information with other brands within their umbrella of a corporation. The Umbrella Corporation. Does everybody want to go watch those movies now? Anyway, um, but anyway, yeah, and then so that's tip number 3, and tip number 4. Uh, you can buy 1 or 2 items at a time. You don't have to do a whole wardrobe. You can accumulate gradually and rotate out, and your style will fade in and out as you do. And then what? We'll all fade out eventually. And then the last bit is don't buy something unless you just love it. Really love it. So that's 5 steps in shopping. The way that I shop. I don't know. And there's no accounting for taste. This is kind of like a bonus. It really doesn't count because sometimes it applies and sometimes it doesn't. I've kind of gotten away from the fast trend, the fast trendy stuff, the stuff that is in for a moment and it's like, yeah, and then I want to kind of go towards things that'll be a little bit more sustainable. This will last, and this can be worn, and then if it goes out of vogue, you can put it in the back of the closet and keep it safe and everything. And in a couple of seasons, it'll come back around. It's a very it's a very beautiful sweater. So, look for items like that. And it's you don't want to just economize with money, but you want to economize with style. It's a very neutral tone too, so it's going to go great with other neutrals, but you can also easily use it as a palette to go with your bright, really warm, sunny, summery colors, or you can use it to as a palette for going with what I love to do, very understated, cool colors, wintry, that kind of stuff, or whatever. This is completely neutral. It will look good with anything and can be fitted into any person's style. The color of it, So anyway, there you go. Love and light, peace, night.